Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and not quite a channel debut today. Speth did a puzzle together with Dawned before and has done another puzzle for us now on their own. Although they do want to credit Dawned and an as yet unnamed friend for help. So interesting, we'll look at that in a minute. Don't forget that we will be streaming on Sunday night in 2 days' time at 10 p.m. our time. The clocks are changing around the world, so who knows what that is in your time zone. It's an hour before this video normally comes out. How about that? So that will be us trying to get through the last two puzzles of the 500k app, and then, assuming there's time, we will try and move on to Skunkworks Collective's Guess the Setter, which will resolve once and for all, and it certainly won't, whether Simon is able to tell from the type of a puzzle and how it works, whether he can tell who the setter of that puzzle is. I don't know. I doubt his abilities, but we shall see. Now, then, what's going on Patreon? Of course, we have the monthly challenge also from Skunkworks Collective, which is the Duality Pack, and very popular it is too. Everybody who's written in about that is praising it, so congratulations if you've got through it and had your name read out by Simon. Well done if you've done the first 4 puzzles and become eligible for the prize and sent us a competition entry. It's great fun. Also on Patreon, Zetamath's vignettes and our attempted solve of it. So well worth joining Patreon if you haven't already. There will be my crossword today, actually. It's up today, my Times Monthly Club special crossword. So loads going on actually there, and yeah, we've got some other news coming out, as well as news of our book later, about a week's time maybe, I don't know, something like that. We'll be launching the Kickstarter for the Cracking the Cryptic Book 2, a reprise, well, not a reprise at all, but more greatest hits from the channel. I mean, a long time passed since the deadline for book 1, and there have been some phenomenal puzzles on the channel, so they'll be in the book. There will be some new content as well. I think it's going to be very exciting, frankly. That's all going on. You can check out all the links under the videos for our apps, which have great content on as well, including the latest, the CTC app, which has the 500k pack free, Prasanna's 7 introductory puzzles to all the apps free, and Domino Sudoku, which you can pay for if you'd help us out. Thank you. Right, the first link under the video is to Haspiainen. Now that sounds Finnish to me, so I put it into Google Translate. And interestingly, as I put in the last letter, the translation changed from with a hug to sloppy. That's fascinating. They're very different concepts in my language. Yeah, apparently Haspiainen means sloppy. I don't know. Maybe it's in some sense that I wasn't expecting. But that's what this puzzle title means. No idea why, given the puzzle. What are the rules? Normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box. That's normal Sudoku rules. Cells that are a king's move apart must not contain the same digits. So those two cannot be the same digits. Now, the iron fast Mark's rule of chess Sudoku is that I will forget that constraint at some point. Digits along an arrow must sum to the number in the attached circle, so those 3 will add up to the cell there. Digits marked in a circle, and we're talking about this one, must appear in one of the 4 cells surrounding the circle, so that must be a set of 2, 4, 5, and 6. Digits on the marked diagonal, poor effort, must not repeat. So that's a set of the digits 1 to 9. There we go. Those are the rules. Do try it on the link under the video. No idea how hard it is, but I am going to restart my clock. Let's get cracking. Well, there's not much to get cracking. There's not much in this puzzle at all. You know, I read those rules, and there's kind of 5 arrows and then 1 thing for each of the other rules. And King's Move doesn't normally do a lot of heavy lifting. Right. All I can do is mark those as 6, 7s, 8s and 9s, because every group of 3 cells in a line must be at least 1, 2, 3, adding up to 6. Then I suppose I can mark these as a 2, 4, 5, 6 quad. So the numbers we put in the center of cells are possible candidates for the cell. If we put numbers in the corners, that normally means the places where a number can go in that box. So that's what our notations, that's Snyder notation, that's what our system is. There's nothing here, is there? There's really nothing to go on. I mean, we can speculate that those numbers on the diagonal are low. That one's obviously high, and it gets us nothing. The king's move's not doing anything at this stage. The diagonal isn't. The arrows aren't. Okay, so there are two reasons why I'm going to utter the mystic incantation set. Set stands for set equivalence theorem and is a technique for solving very difficult puzzles. And the two reasons I'm thinking of using it here are, one, there is nothing else to go on when it often does come into play, and two, these arrow shapes are shapes that are sometimes used in set. They're sort of begging for elimination. So I don't know, there's a lot of white space here. I could take these two columns. That must be, by rule, two sets of the digits 1 to 9. Okay, if I add in these two rows, now each of those rows must be a set of the digits 1 to 9 as well, but the cells that we've highlighted are not 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9. They're only 4 sets if we count these purple flashes twice. But that might be useful. Now, I want to measure them against these rows. But let's just see what happens if I do. If I make those yellow and then eliminate cells which must... First of all, I better explain that you can compare 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9 with 2 sets, if you bear in mind that you're always going to have a difference of 2 sets of the digits 1 to 9. But actually, I'm not sure this is going to help. What I could eliminate is those cells which are both blue and yellow. And then if I move to doing totals, I can get rid of all these. And that's quite interesting. The total of blue must be 90, which is 2 sets of the digits 1 to 9, plus the total of yellow. But I don't think that is the set I meant to use. So let's go back to here. Yes. Okay, we're going to know what those are. Right, I mean, there's still a lot of white space, but I am going to measure the blues against these yellows. Right, what I've now highlighted in yellow are 4 boxes, and that is also clearly 4 sets of the digits 1 to 9. Box 1, 2, 4 and 5 versus rows 2 and 5, columns 2 and 5 is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to eliminate cells that are blue and yellow only. Oh look, there's 4 in each box, just like this. I like the symmetry of what's happening. Now I'm going to eliminate 1 blue and 1 yellow from those cells. And that leaves them being blue. And now I have got exactly the same digits in 16 yellow cells as are in these highlighted 16 blue cells. Now I am going to eliminate the arrows, but we have to bear in mind we're moving off comparing exact sets of digits to totals of those sets when we do this, because that's 3 digits against 1 here. But I'm still going to do it because I think it might, yeah, look at that. I didn't expect this. There's only 4 blue cells left and they add up to the same as the yellow cells. Right, I'm on to something here. The maximum total for these blue cells, they could be 9, 8 in each row involved, and that would add up to 34. Now, what is the minimum total for the yellows? 17 there, 10 across here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 27. 1 and 2 there, 30. 1 and 2 there, 33. That's 1 degree of freedom. But it gives us some candidates. Like, there's 1 degree of freedom from 9, 8 pairs here. So each of them, well, one of them could be a 7. You must have 2 9s in those blues. That's quite interesting. The yellows, these are either 1, 2, 3, 4, or with the degree of freedom 1, 2, 3, 5. This is 1, 2, or possibly 1, 3. Must have a 1 in, so there's no 1 in the corner. These again, 1, 2, or 1, 3, must have a 1 in. I'm actually using my corner marks across boxes here, but I'll try and remember that. And now what does that tell me? I mean, it's definitely information and it's interesting, but I don't know what to do next. I keep wondering if this is going to be a set of 6, 7, 8, 9 that I can identify. Oh, these were yellow. I don't know. I'm going to go back. I think I may have gone too far. Now, what I've deduced is right about these possible numbers. But let's restore, well, okay, let's actually just go back to where I started eliminating the totals. Let's not do that. Let's eliminate, well, let's leave it at this, only digits. So I'm sticking to 16 yellow digits here are the same as the 16 blue digits. I can still put in the number marking that I did because that's still true. Again, there, 1, 2, 3, and these had to be, these have to include 2 9s. Oops, sorry, slip of the cursor there. Now, what are the, so the blue cells are the same as the, there's these big ones. Where the heck are these? Okay, they're going to go here. Are these 4 yellows the same as these 4 blues? They probably are, in which case they're not. Oh no, there's a, oh, it's a sneaky 6. Look, this 2, 4, 5, 6 contains what I'm now going to call a high digit. I'm going to say that 6, 7, 8, and 9 are the high digits in this puzzle. Yellow, the set of yellow digits contains 4 high digits here and another sneaky one here. There are 5 high yellow digits. Right. There are 4 high blue digits there. So one at least high blue digit, only exactly one high blue digit, is on an arrow. And that has to be a 6 on a 9 arrow, because 6, 2, and 1 add up to 9. So one of these has a 6. Oh, here comes the drilling next door. One of these has a 6 on. What does that mean? It means one of these, well, we know that 2 of them are 9s. Ah, right. There are 2 9s in the blues. We established that. So there are 2 9s in these 4 cells. There obviously can't be any 9s on the arrows. So how are the 2 9s going to be disposed in these 4 cells? There is not going to be one here, because if there was a 9 there, you couldn't get another 9 in yellow. There's 1 here in one of those 2, but there's 1 in this circle. There's our first digit. Now, I'm tempted to just fill in 1, 2, 6 here, but there is actually going to be another 9 arrow, and that could be 1, 2, 6. And only one of them is 1, 2, 6. Oh. These are the other... No, maybe 2 of them are 1, 2... No, there aren't 2 of them that are 1, 2, 6. That's right. There are 5 big yellow digits. So there are 5 big blue digits. 4 of them are here, and only one of them is on a 9 arrow and is a 6. That's right. Okay. So the other... So there's no more 6s in yellow. Do I know that? Yes, I do, because I need 4 digits in yellow that are from 9, 8 and 7, and that can only be these cells. So these ones are not 6. They're a 7, 8, 9 triple. Oh, one of them is a 7 and one of them is an 8. And that means that's where the degree of freedom is going here. One of these, 2 of these are 9s. In fact, we know which one, because that can't be a 9 now. So those 2 are the 9s. That can't be a 9. These 2 are an 8 and a 7 because they have to mirror cells in these group and they are all different. That is where the degree of freedom goes. The blues in... You remember when we were comparing those 4 cells with these, the total of these 12, there was 1 degree of freedom between the maximum 34 in blue and the minimum 33 in yellow. Well, now blue is 33, so there's no degree of freedom in yellow. So that means I can get rid of 5s from there, I can get rid of 3s from here. Let's remove the corner marks there. That 1, 2 pair is looking at that. It's not a 2 now. Ooh, that's not the 9. I've only just noticed that in the box. That's now the other 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. That 9, that 9 could be 2, 6, 1. Right, here's something I know about 7 and 8 sets of 3 digits. They definitely include a 1. The 1, 2, 6, which might be here or might be here, definitely includes a 1. But the yellows, I think, can only have 3 1s. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So one of these arrows has to have no 1s on it and is therefore 2, 3, 4. And that is the other 9. Oh, that is blinking brilliant. Oh, that is brilliant setting. Right, so these 9s are either 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 6 or 2, 3, 4. They definitely have 2s on. That stops me putting a 2 here, but I didn't really want to. Oh, yes, look, these 1s stop me putting a 1 anywhere here in box 5. So that must be where 1 goes in box 5. So that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. The 2 on this thing is determined now, weirdly. It's there. I've forgotten the king's move. I'm trying not to, but I had. Those aren't 2s. That must be the 2 in the top row. King's move says this isn't a 2. Or this. That's not a 1. Oh, look, 1 in the top row is done as well. I hadn't seen that. I have now. Oh, this is so clever. Now, the 7 and 8, now we probably know what they are made up of. The 7 is obviously a 1, 2, 4 somewhere in one of these. Right, yes, let's tick off the digits actually. So I'm going to go through the blues, highlighting the digits I know exist and tick them off in the yellows. So I've got a 1, 2, 6 and a 2, 3, 4. So that's a 1, 2, let's say that's 6 and a 2, 3, 4. The 7 is going to give me a 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. So I'm left in yellow, low digits, with a 1, 5, 2, and that's how the 8 is made up. So both of these sets have a 2 on. One is 1, 2, 4, and one is 1, 2, 5. This is a freaky old puzzle, isn't it? That can't be a 1 by King's move. So 4 or 5 appears, well, one of them appears in each set. So that's going to confine a 4 or 5 to that. I don't know what to do with that. What do I do with 6? Oh, the diagonal. Haven't thought about that in a while. We've got a 1 on it, so they're not 1s. That doesn't place any 1s. 9 has to be in one of those 2 and one of those 2 because it can't go on the diagonal. Ooh, King's move though. That's lovely. 9 has to go in one of those cells and one of those two. But the king's move means we know exactly where it goes in those two positions. It goes in those positions. It's not the same up here, annoyingly. There's a 9 in one of those two. Now, there's also a 9 in one of these three, which isn't going to be on the arrow of this useless arrow here. Sorry, it could be in the circle, though, so I don't think I can fill those in yet. I thought this was going to be about the low digits, and now I'm getting excited about the high ones. This cell sees both 3 and 4 because of the king's move. So it can't be 1, 2, 9, 3 or 4. Hang on, it also sees 4, 5 and 6 here. Again, this cell sees that one by king's move, so it sees all these 3 digits. We know they're a set. So we're left with 7 or 8. That is the other 7 or 8 in this row. That doesn't really do anything, does it? This cell must also see 4, 5, 6. So that's 3, 7 or 8. This is so clever. And I mean, still, we're nothing like done. There's a lot of thinking to go here, I reckon. So we've got 3, 4, 1, 2, 9. I'm going to have to start colouring 7s and 8s or something at some point. I don't know that. I'm just guessing. I'm not doing that yet because I can't see an actual reason at the moment. Now, there's a 1 on this arrow. I've only just realised. There's a 1 on this arrow because of those two 1s. So this is 1, 2, 6. Oh, interesting. So this is 2, 3, 4. Got that wrong. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. The 1 in this row can't be there. It's there. This is a 5, 6 pair. Whatever that is sees both of those cells, and in the 4, 5, 6 triple must be there. One, 2, 6. Oh, hang on. One of these is where 6 goes in box 1. Because of the 1, 2, 6 here. 6 isn't in those cells. So one of those is where the 6 goes in box 1. And that means this can't be a 6 because it sees them both. Sorry about the doorbell there. So this must be a 5. And that fixes the 5, 6 pair. That 5 is the digit here. This is now a 4, 6 pair, which can be done. I've done the quadruple. This is brilliant. That 4 sees the corner, and we get 3 in the corner. Losing its religion. 3, 7, no, not 3, 7 or 8 here. 5 here. That's not 3. 5, 9. This is a 3, 4 pair. Because of the king's move, we know the way they go. Suddenly the king's move starts being helpful rather than an obstruction at some points. I still don't know which of these is 7 and which is 8, which is surprising. Well, it's not surprising, but it's annoying. 7 or 8 there, 3 there. 2, 9, 1, 7, 8. 3 in this row. 6 in this box can be placed. There, thank you, king's move again. That's a naked 4th. And that is 3 and 5. Thank you, king's move, for sorting them out. So there's no 5 here. That's a 1, 2, 4 triple. This is a 1, 2, 5 triple. We can therefore put in 8 and 7. And we are off to the races now. I might actually be homing in on something like a solution. I mean, I really don't want to prejudge this puzzle at all at this point, but let's fill in what we can. Actually, with those 7, 8s not resolved, that might be a sticking point. 3, 4 and 6 here. We can't have 6 at the top. 7, 8 pair down there. Ooh, 3, 7, 8 here. Oh, let's look at the diagonal in a moment. I haven't thought about that for a while. And it's probably interesting. 197. So that can't be a 7. I was also trying to think about those at the same moment. I don't know why. Yes, I do know why. That's a 7-8 pair, and they both see that cell. Bingo. So that's a 3. That's an 8. Ah, 7. Now the 7s and 8s are resolved in boxes 1, 2, 4, 5. There we go. Now, this can't be 8 or 7. It's on the diagonal. 8, 1, 9, 7. This is going to have to be 3, because there's no other way to get 3 on the diagonal. So that sorts out the triple up there. That can't be 4, that can't be 2, this can't be 3. Now keep looking at the diagonal. 3, 7, 1, 9, 8. The only place to put 2 on it is here. Then the only place to put 4 on it is here. Then we can fill in 5 and 6. Thank you, diagonal. So this is now a 9-8 pair. This is a 1-7 pair. Those are not helpful. These are a 5-7 pair. We're going to have to deal with this arrow. I mean, that's hardly surprising that it was going to come up at some point. Let's just get rid of the corner marks there. I don't know how. Let's think about it. We've got a 9 in one of those cells. Ooh, I don't know what to do next. Right. Might have to pencil mark everything. I might I just might be missing some Sudoku or King's Move or something. 4, 5. Okay, this can't be 4, 5, 8, or 9. That leaves quite a wide range of possibilities that it can be. That's not a 3. That's all I'm picking up there. 2, 3. Right, let's have a look along this row, because it hits the arrow and its circle. That can't be a 2. 1. I just don't know, actually. 4, 9. The 9s can't be placed. We've got 9s there. No. Oh, you're probably spotting what I meant to do next. I'm sure there's something very neat. Oh, hang on. Yes, this cell can't be any of those because of the King's Move. It can't be 3, 4, or 6, or 2, or 5. So it's 1, 7, 8, or 9. This one can't be 3, 5, 7, or 8, or 9. I don't think that's all that helpful. But I don't know what is now. How do we get into this corner? 4 is in one of those. Not interesting. 2 is somewhere there. 3 is in a corner of this cell, classically. I don't know. Okay, this then, 6, 2, 3 are impossible. It obviously can't be 1. It can't be 4 because that can't be 3, 1. 5, 7, 8, and 9 are seemingly possible. If it was 5, this would have to be 4 there and 1 there. Which won't work because you get 2, 7... Oh no, it will work. 5, no, well, hang on, looking across the row, 5, 4, 9, 6, 1, 8, 3, 2, 7, it will work there as well. Bother. Okay, what about these? They don't have a 3 on. How are you meant to do this? I'm sure I'm not approaching this right, and I don't understand what I'm meant to be spotting. 8, 9, 5, 4. Oh, Mark, think about it. Come on. There's some way of getting this resolved. Okay, if that was a 9, that's a 9, that's a 9. Then you've got 8s here and here, and an 8 somewhere down here. I don't know. Oh, look, it is King's move. 8 is seeing that cell. If that unwinds the whole thing, I'm going to feel a total numpty, which I thought I was proof against in this puzzle. I thought I've gone well. I haven't really forgotten the King's move or anything. Look at that 8-9 pair there now, and this is 4 or 6. That is absolutely key, and I just couldn't see it. Well, I do feel a bit of a numpty. Right. 8 with 4 or 6 would have to be with 6, putting a 2. 9 with 4 would be a 5. It can't be a 3. So we're down to 2 possibilities there. 9, 4, 5 or 8, 6, 2. And we've got this 8, 9 pair. That gives me an 8, 9 pair here. 6, 2, 8, 9. It gives me an 8. It gives me an 8, 9 pair in column 7. That's better. 6 there. Now we need a 6 in one of these 2 cells. I'd love to put it there and be done. No! We've got an 8, 9 pair here now as well. 8, 9, 3. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If that was 6, 2. 4, 1, 7, 5. If that was 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 6. Right, let's have a look up this column. 4, 5, 6 and an 8, 9 pair. These are from 1, 2, 3 and 7. Did I have some reason for thinking they couldn't be 2? I don't think I did, actually. Okay, 8, 9 pair in the final column that I didn't use in the end. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 in the remaining cells. I don't know. I mean, I've got a lot further and I'm still not finished. I'm down to 2 possibilities here. One of them works and one of them doesn't. And how the heck do I know which is which? That can't be a 4. That's been available for literally ever. Not literally ever. 7, 8, 9... Oh look, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there is no such thing as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quintuple, because that's 6 digits. But 7 is in one of those 2 cells. Oh man. Okay, 5 is in one of those 2, so it can't be there. Is that useful? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 5, that is it. 5 can't be there because it's in one of those 2 cells. That 5 says it can't be there or there. So 5 is down here in one of these 2, and that means that's a 5. And that's a 2, and now this has to be a 5 out of the possibilities. We've got a 5, 4, 9 arrow, and we're going to finish off, and that is beautiful. That is literally everything I want to see in a Sudoku. I mean, set theory's hard. Please, World Championships next week, don't be bringing me any set theory puzzles because they could take forever. Or actually do, because I'll be bifurcating them and everybody else will be trying to work out the sets, so I don't really mind. But, sorry, I'm just ruminating stupidly now. 7 there. 3 and 5, 1 and 7, 1 and 2. All these top 6 boxes are done. 3 and 1. 7, let's nip across and do 6 and 1. 2 numbers to go, 2 and 6, and that is a work of staggering genius. And I've done it in less than half an hour. That feels like pretty impressive as well. Lovely stuff, Speth. That is an incredible puzzle. I mean, I'm sure, no doubt, it always happens. People will be posting times of under half an hour in the comments, and my hat is off to them because that's hard. I mean, I know I was missing things for a little while, but that's brilliant. I wonder if the actual path involves... It probably doesn't involve doing the set and then backing up a bit when you've worked out total possible numbers and redoing the set with digits only, but it probably involves understanding of both parts of that set break-in. Really interesting puzzle, greatly enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching us on the channel. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.